Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining on time. This is the fourth out of 12 complimentary sessions. I hope you have been learning something so far. If not, please ask questions. Otherwise, I mean, only if you learn something, there is point in attending these sessions. Otherwise, I don't see much point if I were you. Now, you have already seen the agenda, so let's not waste time going through it again. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute and ask. You can also raise your hand, but you don't have to. So let me just go back to where we left here in the last session on Monday. So we were playing this game Duolingo on steroids, but then we will continue talking about articles. But before we do that, this is actually like content from B1, but let's use it for A1 as well. There is nothing wrong in learning something that is above your level. Okay, before I continue, just heads up, guys, you can hear me. You can just thumbs up, do this, and if you know what I mean. Can you hear me, guys, and can you see my screen? Okay, thank you very much. So now please tell me, so you should already know this. I want you to give me all the pronouns. So by pronouns, I mean, I hope you know what pronouns are. So please, now in this table, you see in the very first column, you have the English pronouns, and I want the corresponding German ones. But here you see nominative, accusative, and dative. What is accusative? What is dative? What is nominative? We'll talk about this in, I think, in the next or the next or next session. Uh, but you already know the nominative pronouns. So the pronouns that you learned in the first or the second session, they are nominative pronouns. To be more precise, they are pronouns in nominative case. Please give me all the pronouns. Who wants to give me the answers? Please raise hand. No one? Kishore, do you feel like helping me out? Yeah, Sirisha, you can do it. No problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sirisha. So, please give me the pronouns, please.
For I ish do just a minute. Are you able to hear me, Rohit?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. For I it is ish. For you it is do. And for we it is where. And for he, she, and it. It is like for he we can use er. For she it is z. Mm. And next for you, uh, for you it is ear.
Okay.
And f- um, for they it is z.
Small,
And for
capital.
you again, it is small s.
Okay, and here.
Um, and for you it is capital S Z.
Okay, very good. Please, I think you forgot to give me the corresponding pronoun for it.
For it is S.
Okay, thank you very much. Kishore, do you also want to try?
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
You just have to tell me, like, like, don't tell me, like, I for something. Just tell me what is here, what is here, what is here, and what is here.
Yeah, sure. It is ish, do, wear, er, z, s, and it's ear. They is small z and capital U for singular and plural is capital Z
Okay, very
formal.
good. Thank you very much. Now, please remember, whenever, I mean, at least to my ears, when you said this one, you said it like we're. So both of you emphasize the R sound at the end. You can do it. There is nothing wrong in it. But if you are in Germany or when you come to Germany, you will see that uh, people who speak Hoch German or Hochdeutsch, whenever a word ends in er, they will not emphasize the sound of R. So they will say it like via. So they will not say wir, they will say we are. So via. I hope it makes sense of what I'm saying. Okay, so just be careful. Again, it's fine if you do it. Just telling you that that's how we normally speak. Germans normally speak. So thank you
Yeah,
very much
fine.
for the answers. Here are the answers from my side as well. Both of you were right. Now, for accusative and dative, let's ignore them for now. Okay. Uh, Now, last session we learned definite articles, right? We learned bestimmte articles. So last time we started with articles, why we need articles, and I told you there is. I mean, I did not tell you, but we only discussed bestimmte article, that is definite articles, or the corresponding articles in German for the English the, right? So, and you'll see that, I told you about masculine, feminine, neutrum, plural. I did not discuss, but we'll do it today. But if you see here, I have written nominative, accusative. So these are all short forms. So nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive. Ignore what all these are. We'll talk about them in detail, I think, in further sessions. uh, Now, what you learned last week, those were nominative articles or definite articles in nominative case. So please tell me what these are. uh, yeah, Viraj, do you feel like answering?
Actually, I kind of missed all those previous seminars, so I was
Okay, no
just
problem. No, no need.
messaging on the chat that if there is any link of those YouTube videos I can get.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I will. If you are in the WhatsApp group, go to the description and you will find the link. Okay, to the YouTube channel, and there you can go to the playlist. And in the playlist, you should check for A1 Batch 4. But okay, today after, uh, just write in the group, and I will give you the link. Okay. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
no
Thank you.
problem.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe Kishore, do you feel like telling me what do I have to write over here?
Uh, for nominative masculine.
Yeah. Ignore
Uh,
nominative. Last week we discussed articles, right? So we discussed there, the, thus, right? So what do we have over
yeah.
here?
For masculine, it's there,
Yeah.
and feminine, it's D, and neutrum, it's thus, and plural, it's D.
Okay. So plural is the, always the. Okay. Now again, you said there. I don't know if you do it, but to my ears it sounded like, emphasize the sound
No,
of R.
I did
So
pronounce
don't
the
say
R. Yeah,
just, you can just leave it out there.
yeah, sure, got
Okay.
it.
Now it's fine. In exam, I think you should emphasize it, because I don't know what teachers think about it, but in real life, no one emphasizes whenever a word ends with R. Now, thank you very much for giving the answers. So now these ones ignore, guys, for now. Now, for example, in English you have the, right? We also have a, right? We don't always say, we say the sun, we say a star, the man, a man, the software, a software, the variable, a variable. So when you want to say a in German, like, so this is indefinite article. In German we call it Unbestimmte article. For that, let me, so you have, Viraj, do you feel like reading? You just have to read these three cells.
Actually, I'm not familiar with this, but yeah, I can try.
Just read, it's fine. Yeah.
Uh, ein,
Yeah.
eine, nine again.
Okay. And plural does not exist, right? You, like, there is no, I hope you know, right? There is plural, like, you don't say, right? You don't say a stars, you just say star. Whenever it is plural, you just say the plural noun, right? Now, Viraj, you said eine. It's not wrong, but it will be wrong if you live in my city or in my state. So whenever this alpha, whenever a word ends in in the alphabet A in German, or like, E of English, you normally say it as I know. But I have colleagues who live in Munich, and there they say it like eine. It's just, that's how they speak. Okay. If you want to be on the safer side for
Okay.
an exam, go with eine. Okay, go with a. Okay. So thank you very much. So these are indefinite articles. Now, the way you say, for example, I am a man, I am the man, I am no man, you know this is this is the software, this is a software, this is no software. So if you want to say no, here no is also kind of an article, right? So we call it Negationsartikel. And before I give you the answer, I tell you, all you have to do is you just take these ones and add the alphabet K. Okay, the alphabet K, or the alphabet K of English. So let me see. Yeah, Sirisha, do you feel like telling me if I add ka over here, how will they sound like?
Uh, kind,
Yeah,
kindly, kindna,
okay. Kaine or kaina,
kindly.
yeah,
Yeah, kind.
kind. And do you think plural will exist? Just what does your gut say? Do you think plural will exist when it comes to like negationsartikel or negative articles?
Um, I
You
think
have
it
only
is
two
not there.
seconds to answer.
I think it is not there.
It is there, right? You can say, right? There are no stars,
Okay.
right? So it's and it is also kaina, So here is the answer. So kaina, kain, kaina. Okay. Please, now, I don't know those who are new. I call it the 4 a.m. test. What is 4 a.m. test? If I come to your house at tomorrow at 4 a.m. in the morning and you're in deep sleep, and I go to your kitchen, take some ice. I don't know if you have ice in your fridge, or I'll take it from the road. The weather right now, Germany is like that. And I put the ice in some cold water and I mix it so that there is no ice chunk left in the glass. And I just pour the water on your face. Of course, you will wake up, give me a tight slap because it's not nice of me to, wake you up like that. But after you have slapped me, I want you to tell me there the das the kind ein. Okay, so it should be that clear in your mind. Okay, it's not that difficult to remember. Just mug it up. Okay, so this is the 4 a.m. test. You have to pass the 4 a.m. test. Let us go one step further. So you know how to say pronouns, you know the three kinds of articles. There is also one more kind of article, right? For example, it is the software, it is a software, it is no software. You can also say it is my software, right? Or another example, this is uh, I don't know, this is a company, this is the company, this is no company, this is my company. So whenever you want to say my, or you want to say this is your company, this is their company, this is our company, this is his company. Whenever you want to say things like that, for that also you will need articles. Okay. Now, for that, I want you to remember this table. So this is just a hint. So for ish, it will be mine, do, thine. So if you want to say my, you will say mine. You want to say, can you someone read this for me? Maybe let's see who has not spoken so far. Yeah, Lakshmi Shri Kapoor, feel like reading?
Yeah,
Please read this column for me. Or like, like read
yeah.
this, then this, then this, then this. Okay.
Okay. Ich, mein, du, dein, wir, unser,
Unser, not
unser,
yeah.
ja, unser, er, sie, es, sein, ihr, your, your,
Oi, come on. Oi.
euer,
Yeah.
euer, sie, ihr.
Okay. Now, please only read the second column little bit faster.
Okay. Mein, dein, unser, sein, euer, ihr.
Okay. If you notice, for example, Z, and Z, it is ear, but here S small, I small, sorry, S small, I small, but here when S is capital, it is capital. Okay. I know you may be thinking, for example, if you're joining for the first time, like, what am I getting into it? Like, how will I use it in a sentence? We'll talk about that. Just want to make sure that the part that you have to mug up is clear to you. Now, the what you learned over here is, so this is masculine nominative. What do I mean by so for example, when you learn an article, right? So you learn the article in masculine, feminine, neutrum, and plural scenarios, right? You learn in all four scenarios. What you learned over here, this is only for masculine. Okay, this is only for masculine. Okay, what now uh, Lakshmi Shri, please keep talking, and just tell me if you have to use some logic. You see that masculine
Mm-hmm,
was kind, and in feminine it became kaina. Masculine here
mm-hmm.
was ein, in feminine it became aina. What do you think
Okay.
mine if mine is masculine, what do you think the feminine one will be?
Minor.
Okay, and what do you think the neutrum one will be?
It will be minor only.
No, mine, not minor. Same as masculine,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Check, check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For this, so masculine is thine, feminine,
Dine. Yeah. Diner.
thine, neutrum,
Dine.
thine, right? Uh,
Yeah.
let's talk. So please, let's focus on. Uh, so uh, yeah, Sirisha, can you please read this for me? The first row.
Mine, meine, meine.
Okay, so notice the logic, right? Okay, please keep. Now let's talk about. Okay, ignore this part. Let's focus on unser. So please continue reading, Sirisha. This row.
Unser, unsere, unsere. Dein, deine.
Okay, so Kishore, please.
Yeah, it's sign, signer,
No, no. So whenever
sign.
S is at the beginning of a word, right? Think how do you say his in English, right? So
Yeah,
if you say his, that sir, that sound that you make at the end of his, that sound you have to make over here,
yeah.
right? So
Okay.
not sir, z. One more time.
Sein, seine, sein, seine.
Okay. So for so air, the corresponding article, we call it possessive article. Think of like possessive, like it is your possession, something like that. Not exactly, but you can use this logic. So air, sein, s is also sein. Okay, so for both, this is what you do. Okay, uh, please continue reading, Kishore. Now for ear.
Yeah.
So read, please.
Ear, 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 ear.
No, ear, right?
Ear, yeah.
Yeah. So one last time.
Ear, so ear, 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 ear.
Okay, why do you say ear two times in the beginning?
Now, first I pronounce the R. I spell the R like ear, and then
Okay,
I
no,
correct it.
don't just read one last time, okay? Just for my
Yeah.
peace of mind.
Ear, 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 ear.
No, again, okay, so one last time.
Ear, 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 ear.
Okay, ear, okay. So when you are
Yeah.
learning, okay, so I will, so in the beginning, okay, I think I am giving you mixed signals. Sometimes I'm saying don't, like try to speak like a German. Sometimes I'm saying emphasize. So if you have to choose one of these suggestions, go with the emphasis one, okay? Because when you are learning, you try to emphasize everything, okay? So try to say
Okay.
era, okay? Because I
Okay.
don't know what kind of a teacher you will get in the exam. so so we
Okay.
discussed that
Got it.
for this year and for this year as well, it's the same one. What do you think it will be for this one, Kishore?
The same with a capital I.
Correct, the same with the capital I. Okay, now so it's the same thing. Just read it just for completion. Don't say capital I, just read. That's it.
Yeah, sure. Ear, 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 ear.
Okay, now if you have not been paying attention, there is ear over here as well, and there is ear over here as well, but there is a difference. This is a pronoun and this is an article. Okay, it's not a big deal. uh, they both sound the same, but their utility is different. Okay, just telling you. Let's talk about this oya now. Kishore, you can tell me what will we have over here.
Yeah, we'll have oir, 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 oir.
Okay, uh, don't say, I know what you did. You did not emphasize the sound of r, but you also forgot to emphasize the sound of a. So it is o, normally it is oyer, but you don't emphasize the sound of R, so you say oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just don't leave it at oh yeah. You say oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, one last time.
Oya, oyera, oya, oyera.
Okay, now if you notice, I have like like kind of like, how do you say, if there is a word something like unhighlight this sound of, so here it is fine, here it is fine, but the moment you add the alphabet A here for feminine and plural, I have kind of like like tried to remove this A, and that is by intention. So the this is something you have to remember. The spelling here, you will not have A, so you will only have A, U, R, A. Okay, why this is like so, don't ask me, that's how it is. Okay, one logic I can think of is that you don't need this one, so the both, I mean, whether I have A over here or don't have here, it will sound the same. What I'm trying to say is that in exam, when you are writing this one, you only write A, U, R, A. You don't write A. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Any questions so far?
Oh, even in written German, that E would not come as
Yeah,
well.
it will
I
not
thought
be
it
there. It will
was.
not be there. Yeah, yeah, it will not
Okay,
be there.
okay, okay.
Ideally, like I should remove it, but I just wanted to use the same logic. The adding the sound of A. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
If you have more questions, please ask. Otherwise, I think yes, this is a homework for you. I think we discussed this. So I mean, so we have only 2 sessions per week for 6 weeks, and every session goes from like from 60 to 90 minutes or 100 minutes. Of course, I will not be able to teach you everything that you need to learn. What I can do is I can push you in the right direction, and by that I mean I can teach you some grammar, some phrases here and there. And my intention is not that you pass some exam. Of course, passing an exam is not that big a deal, especially A1, A2, up to A2 or B1 level. What is important is that you start to speak something. At the end, you start to communicate with your colleagues, the teachers at your kids school in German. Now, how you can do that, there is so much to learn, but you can start from something that is close to you. Make a list of all the places that in your city that are important for you. For me, bank is important, ATM is important, supermarket is important, farmers market not so much. I just go there, uh, just to hang out. I never buy anything from farmers market. University was important at some point, school not so much, maybe important for you, kindergarten maybe for you, local shop, like it's 12 and you feel like eating chips. Of course, Kaufland is closed, so you have to go in, pay twice the amount to get the packet of chips from a local kiosk. Restaurant sometimes, pub, bus station, train station, airport, any government office, church, temple, mosque, synagogue, whatever you feel like going. What you have to do is, make a list of not just these, make a list of all the places that you go to. I forgot to include office. Okay, maybe because I work from home. Yeah, so office is also there, and now you can go into more details, right? When you go to, let's say, if you uh, the moment, let's say, if you go to a local shop, you will, you should, now this is something we have to play the mental game. You should think, before I enter the local shop, what do I see? Now you will say, what do I see? You will see the door. So there is a door over there, and after you open the door, you may see how do you call them, a shrunk, how do you call, what is the regal, like, you will see cupboards without doors, so where you can just keep boxes, you will see that. You will see a fridge, you will see a man, you will see the shopkeeper, you will see other guests, right? You will see a refrigerator full of cold drinks, or drinks. So you'll see all these things, and you have to start learning the German nouns for them. So sit down every day, make a list of, you can do this homework, and if you do this list, you will easily, learn like 50 to 60 nouns. Do you need all of them? No, but in the beginning you have to get to this practice of, forcing, not forcing, but making this habit of learning new nouns. Now, for you, this may be not important. Let's say if you work with SAP, for you SAP is more important than, the train station, right? uh, and if you want to, you can learn SAP nouns, right? You can look at what are the nouns and that you need to use when you talk about when you talk with clients about your SAP project, and you can learn those nouns. Okay, so you can do that, and learn the, when I say German words with correct article, what I mean is that learn the nouns with the correct article. Okay, one example I can show you is, uh, let me go here. Where is it? Here. So, in the second half of the session, we played this game. So if you see this, uh, what I'm, in the very first session, I told you that you should get a blank, you should buy a new notebook. Like, you don't have to, but it's fine if you, good if you do. And every day, divide the page into four parts. In the first part, in the first column, you write all the nouns that you learned or that you think are important. Okay. For example, I have written over here. Kishore, do you feel like reading from here to here?
Yeah, sure. It's Bus, Farad, Flugzeug.
Zeug. Okay, it's fine, it's
Last.
fine. Just wanted to give you the, like, you, these are nouns, right? And then you can highlight them, like, for example, masculine one's green, feminine one's pink or red, and what is not highlighted, it is neutral. This is what you can do, and in the second column you can write verbs, in the third column you can write adjectives, in the fourth column you can write, phrases like entschuldigung, vorsicht, ach so, that you think you can use. So this is the exercise that you should, the homework that I'm talking about, make a list of all the places that you normally go to. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, now this is the fourth session. If you can, if you are preparing for an exam, especially this is for people who are preparing for an exam, see if you can get hold of the A1 course book and Arbeitsbook of the institute that you want. Let's say, if you want to prepare for Goethe, you should get Goethe book or the book that people in Goethe use. If you're preparing for TELC, get the book that people in TELC use. Okay, so whatever uh, the recommendation is, right? And then keep learning new vocabulary from that. That book also will have a list of vocabulary. Every chapter will have, there are normally 12 chapters. Every chapter will have set of vocabulary that you should know. uh, you can do that. Please do the exercises. Okay, also learn this phrase. Sirisha, can you read this for me? So
Yeah, which one, right?
this sentence,
Yeah, wie heißt this?
and this.
Auf Deutsch.
Okay, little bit more confidence. Read one more time, but
Yeah, wie
louder.
heißt this auf Deutsch?
Not Dutch, Deutsch. Oi, Deutsch.
Deutsch. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I've written this,
Deutsch.
this whatever it is. So it is meant to say, you learned in the second session, right? How do you frame a question? So you say, at the second position you will have the verb, right? At the first position you will have the W word, and then you may have more things, right? So what does, if I say wie heißt Moon of Deutsch, what am I asking? Or wie heißt yeah, if I say wie heißt laptop of Deutsch, what am I asking? What is my question? What do I want to know?
What
What's,
is laptop called in
yes,
German?
right? Yeah. What is laptop called in German? Okay, so learn this, because why do I say this? When you want to, when you're learning a new language, yes, please ask a question. Yeah.
This might sound a little stupid, but what was called was, right? So why can't we ask was heißt das auf Deutsch?
You can say was, it's not wrong, but for example, German is not our language, so we have to do the way, there is nothing wrong. Even I have said that in the beginning, was heißt das auf Deutsch. So, for example, was heißt blah blah auf Deutsch. But here, the letter, if you really have to translate, it means like, how is it
How do
referred
we
in German
got it?
language? Okay, so
Yeah,
heißen
got
is
it.
refer. Okay, but you can say it, was heißt, that's not a wrong. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Rohit.
it's something like, we did not do this. Normally people do it in the very first session. They teach you "wie geht es dir." When you say "wie geht es dir," how are you doing? Uh, Okay, not a good example. Let's skip that. Yeah, but that's. I hope I was able to answer your question, right?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Like we say,
Like,
we hyphen
yeah,
z,
we use
we
near
hyphen
comma.
to.
V hyphen z, right? You also say V hyphen z. So normally people say V hyphen z means, what is your name? Yes, it like that is the, that is the emotion people are trying to convey, but they literally mean how are you referred, you know? For example, I believe many of you have done your bachelor's, or so when you were in 12th standard, we used to learn, like, uh, the more sentences you write, the more marks you get. So you write blah 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 blah, and it is called as blah blah, and then you want to add one more sentence, it is also referred to as blah blah, called as, referred to as. You just keep adding. I hope you get what I'm saying. So you can do that. Now, why I am teaching you this simple phrase, as I said, when you learn a language, there are four things. If you ask me, okay, there can be multiple opinions. If you ask me, there are four things that you have to learn: speaking, writing, listening, and hearing. People immediately want to speak, and they immediately want to write. It doesn't work like that. Before you learn to speak and to write, you have to learn to hear and read. Okay, so reading and hearing comes first. You know, because you have to first fill your brain with the, like, and that is more important, right? So now, what do I mean by this? So whenever I have seen this in my company as well. Whenever there is, like, let's say there is a meeting and there are 10 guys in the meeting and there are 9 guys in the meeting, and they speak, either they are Germans or they have a fair understanding of German knowledge, and there will be one guy, he will say, I don't speak German, can you please switch to English? Nothing wrong. If the meeting is important and you have to understand everything, we'll switch to English. But if you are just a passive member of the meeting, there are meetings, I don't know, tell you, like, you just attend the meetings. For example, there are some meetings where someone is presenting something which is not relevant to your field, but you attend because you have some time to kill. In those meetings, don't say switch to English, let them continue in German. Okay, let them continue in German and try to see if whatever you understand. Okay, and uh, when you do that, whenever whenever you do that in the meeting, and let's say you get to ask a question, and they, of course, every meeting, after the guy has spoken, they will say, do you have any questions? So when you ask a question, try to frame a question in your head. You can also use deep translate, whatever you can, right? But if you don't know, and for example, if it's a live meeting, in office meeting, in person meeting, you want to ask a question, and you don't know you want to use a noun in your sentence, or, right? So this is how you ask, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? I hope I was able to convey what I'm trying to say. Please ask if I confused you. This is why this phrase is important, okay? And wie heißt blah blah auf Deutsch? This should be there, like this is a tool you can use all the time. Ask your colleagues, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Wie heißt blah blah auf Deutsch? Okay? Once you have done that, you know, uh, okay, now this is one way to use wie heißt das auf Deutsch. Now, for example, if you're working from home or not working from home, you will have to leave your home, right? Wherever you go, you have to play this mental game. You ask, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? If you're looking at a train station, just ask yourself mentally, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Okay? And your brain will give you an answer. If you have been living in Germany, you may have heard someone refer to the train station by some noun. Okay, see if you can get the answer. Okay, and then uh, the next question that you should ask is, was ist das? What is that? You can also say that, was ist das? What is that? So you can say, das ist das Bahnhof. Das ist die Bushaltestelle. Like how kids learn, like you ask a kid, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is what you can do. You can go one step further. Let's say I'm 5 years old, and my parents told you to look after me, for an afternoon. And of course, being the kid I am, I will just stop. I will, start to go around your room. And of course, the kids are very curious, and I will start asking, was ist das? 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 That's what kids do, right? They ask, like, what is this? And imagine there is a kid in your house, and you have to answer all the questions. You have to say, das ist das Laptop, das ist mein Kleid, das ist meine Hose, das ist mein Rechner. you have to do this. Okay, so this is why we did this exercise. Mine, remember, mine, minor, right? So you have to play this game. You can do this. Okay, and now you will ask, Rohit, you say that you have to learn nouns that are relevant that you can use. Where am I going to use Wasserkocher in my daily life? That's fair. You cannot. I mean, maybe once in a life someone will ask. You ask Wasserkocher. You use the word Wasserkocher. Don't do it. Do the exercise for your professional life. You know, just think all the nouns. Just look. Today at the end of the day, make a list of all the nouns that you used in your professional life. Okay, meeting, boss, colleague, all these things. I think I gave you, that was enough. So uh, yeah, the last one we did not discuss. We'll talk about this later. Let's continue. If you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, let's go back to here. So uh, yes, any questions, guys, please ask. Mm, okay, so don't try to read the slide, just listen to me. Okay, and before we go there, let's do this thing as well. I have a special presentation for you. you know y- you may be thinking you did not learn a lot so far, right? I'm just beating around the bush. So of course many people think learning to speak German can feel overwhelming. It can, of course, if you want to say everything on the very first day. But you can start with 7 phrases. You can start with 7 phrases, and believe me, with 7 phrases you can say at least, I mean, if I have to say, I can say right now more than 1,000 different sentences using 7 phrases. Let's see how we can do that. And you already know these phrases. So you know the verb sein, right? Last week we discussed the verb sein, and I told you that the verb sein. For example, if you have, for example, I am, you are, they are, he is, she is. So the verb, to be, it is different for different pronouns, right? Similarly, the verb sein in German, it is different for different pronouns. So for ich, it becomes ich bin. For du, it is becomes bist. Es, sie, it becomes ist. Ihr, it becomes seid. Wir and sie, it is sind. Now, if you know these 7 phrases, by 7 phrases, right? If you know this, you can say so many things. What can you say? Let's see. Let's look at few situations. Okay, so you can start with your name. You can tell me your age. So anyone feels like so you can do it. I mean, so I don't know, Rishabh, do you feel like you know uh, like fill in the
Yes,
blanks? Yes.
yeah, sure. So, ich bin Rishabh. Ich bin 25 Jahre alt. Ich bin ledig. Ich bin ambitioniert. Sie ist intelligent. Intelligent. Es ist niedlich. Es ist warm. Kalt. Ich bin Indian. Ich bin Student. Es ist rot, weiß, blau. Wir sind verspätet. Pünktlich.
Okay, so it's, you don't say, Indian is like the name of the country, but if you want to say nationality, you will say ich bin Inder. Inder for masculine, Inderin for feminine. Okay, Inder. Okay, and can you read this one more time, this sentence for me?
Ja. Ich bin ambitioniert.
On how do you read, what is this alphabet? Pronounce this alphabet for me.
Ambitioniert.
Yeah. Ambitioniert. Ambitioniert. Okay.
Ambitioniert. Ambitioniert.
Now, so ladies means like you're single. If you were married, you will say verheiratet. Uh, these are just few things, right? If so maybe D, can you do you mind reading all these adjectives for me?
Sure. So
Okay,
it's
wait. Kishore, you have a question, please. Please wait. Kishore, you have a question? Okay, no question. Continue reading, please. D.
It's
Oh,
attractive.
sorry, I was on mute. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just had a question. So ich bin ambitioniert. So that I essentially means I'm ambitious, right? If I want to say I am not ambitious, so is it ich bin kein or ich bin ambitioniert nicht?
So if you say kind, there has to be a noun, right? So where do you see a noun? Ambitioniert is not a noun. Ambitioniert is an adjective.
Okay, so it would be nicht
Yeah,
then.
ich bin nicht ambitioniert. Yeah,
Okay, all right, okay, thank you.
yeah. So
So with
this
kind,
is
it's
yeah.
sorry. I was just trying to frame a sentence if you were to use kind. So kind would be more like ich habe kein XYZ, ich habe kein a book or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that.
Or if you want to say that the way Kishore wanted to, if you even if I want to say I am not an ambitious person, I'm not an ambitious guy. So there you will say I am not a. Then ambitious will be an adjective, and then you still have to use ich bin keine ambitionierte Person. Ich bin kein ambitionierter Mann. Now, this is B1 level stuff because if you use an adjective, adjective endings will also change. We will do this in A2 point, like higher levels of A2 or the beginner levels of B1. The adjective will have an ending. Okay, so you can do that, but right now it will be difficult because you can say ich bin. If you say ich bin kein ambitioniert Person, people will know what you are saying, but on paper it is wrong because you did not use the correct ending for the adjective. If that answers your question, both Kishore and if you don't say it's, I hope you answered your.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Then please continue reading. Yeah, and guys, if you want to keep my blood pressure low, uh, please read the alphabets. Don't say attractive, attractive. Okay, so continue reading, please. The yeah.
Attractive, glücklich, happy, sauer, mm, beliebt,
What?
beliebt,
Believe.
beliebt,
Yeah.
berühmt, charmant,
Sure. Right.
charmant,
Yeah.
mutig, dankbar, erge, ergiebig,
Why E? I. Right. Ehrgeizig.
ehrgeizig, ehrgeizig, ehrlich, elegant, okay,
So this is
enga,
you have to read it like a French person. Engageur.
I would have never done that.
It's fine, but I mean, I know. Yeah, for example, for example, engagement, you have to say engagement. Yeah, I don't
Hmm.
think if you
And
read like a French guy, but to me it sounds French. But that's how you have to read it. There are some exceptions here and there, of course.
can you can you just pronounce it again, please?
Yeah. Engaged. Just say it like you are, someone who is
Engaged,
very pompous. Yeah.
engaged,
Engo. How do you say gauge? You have this gauge, gauge. You have
Gauge,
yeah, gauge, right? So engaged.
gosh, engaged,
Yeah.
engaged. Erfolgreich,
Oh, come on, focus. There is ei is I is
erwol,
no, no.
er,
Erfolg Reich, not Reich, Reich.
ja, Greich, erfolgreich, erreichbar, weich,
No, this alpha. How do you pronounce this umlaut?
weich, a,
Yeah, so or like the air, like air without the R, air, fish, or you can just say
fähig,
that's also fine. Yeah.
fähig, geduldig, geduldig, gesund, um, just a second, sorry, um, grows, wish,
Oh, sorry. Let me. Yes, please continue reading.
groß hoffentlich interessant
Yes, thank you. Let's see if
klug
someone else wants to read. Thank you very much. Pratik, do you
yeah.
want to read? It's fine if it's your first time. Pratik, Kedkar, feel like reading? Five, four, three, two, one. No. Okay. Manjusha, you are up. Or you are on. Yeah, please read. Really? You don't want to read, Manjusha? Okay. Kishore, do you want to read?
Yeah,
Please.
sure.
From, I think, where did she end?
Klug. Yeah, klug.
Yeah.
Klug, uh, competent.
Competent
Okay, competent.
or compete. Yeah, okay. No problem.
Niedlich, ledisch, verheiratet, ordentlich, or, organisiert, perfekt, offen, organisiert, produktiv, pünktlich, sauber, schick, schön, überzeugend, unglaublich.
No, no, no. When you make a mistake, you have to go back.
Ah, okay,
You know, for example, whenever I make a mistake, I know it's not, you should also feel that, okay, I did not say it right, so you have to repeat. Yeah.
yeah, überzeugend.
Why you? It is oi, right? Do you say oi, oi?
Okay, überzeugend. Yeah, correct.
For example, you don't say, you say euros, but in German you say euro,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So euro. So oi. Yeah.
Überzeugend,
Yeah.
unglaublich, unkompliziert, verliebt, zuverlässig,
No, come on. Don't try to skip. Read every word slowly. No.
zuverlässig.
Zufair, Zufair.
Oh ja, zuverlässig, rot, blau, grau, weiß, rosa, grün, gelb, braun, orange. Is it violet or violet?
It's V, so violet. Yeah. Yeah, I
Violet.
found this
Okay.
alphabet file. I think I need to look up rules. I really forgot the rules, but I know it, just from practice that when it is foul, when it is way. Yeah, too many rules. Okay, now what I want to say, like I don't. Let's see how many. Let's say every line has five words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 5 is 60. 60 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 60 times 7 is 6 sevens are 42. So you can technically right now frame 420 different sentences. Okay, so you can use ich bin and you can use all these adjectives for yourself. Okay, now you'll say, where will I use du bist rot? Come on, sometimes something happens and you become all red, right? Something embarrassing happens, or I hope you know what I mean, right? Uh, you can, for example, I have written ich bin ambitioniert. You can use other, right? So you can use this also. S is when I. How do you say S? You can use it for a kid, because kids are like, yeah. Let's ignore that part. Now, please give me the meanings, or let's play the game Duolingo right now. uh, so uh, let's play the game with Kishore first. So Kishore, uh, tell me the meanings.
Yeah. Attractive, as the word says. Glücklich, no idea.
lucky fortunate
Fortunate, yes. It also means happy.
Okay.
I will go with yeah, and this one is happy. And like
Happy.
this is very common among like I have seen people who are teenagers or people who are like between 18 to 25. They'll say ich bin happy. So they will use happy as it is. Das macht mich happy. That makes me happy. Or you did not make me happy. Du hast mich nicht happy gemacht. So next one, please. You sure?
Sour, like you're sour.
But yeah, but how? Like it doesn't make sense, right? So just think. You have happy and
Sorrow.
also
You're sad, or
not sad. It's like
you're
when
unhappy.
when some people are hungry, they are you know yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Belly.
angry but not angry. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. So
yeah.
there's a word for that in English. Sour. You're sour. Okay.
Uh, yeah, but the English one, okay, yeah, but this one is like not happy. Let's say you have a partner and your partner is hungry, and then
Yeah. 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 It's like you're not in a mood where you can interact, or you're not.
not exactly that, but okay, you can look for it. Yeah, next word, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Beliebt. Lieb is so you're loving or something like that. Lieb
No,
is
you
noble,
know what are movie stars? If you can use adjectives for them,
popular,
yeah,
famous.
popular and yeah, believe
Famous.
it can mean popular. It can also mean loved. He's loved by everyone. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Next one.
Berühmt.
This is
No
where
idea.
your example was right.
Pop.
Popular,
Love. Popular. Okay. Charming.
of course.
Silent. Mutish. No.
No, no. Soldiers are
Brave.
brave, courageous. Of course, you can
Yeah.
use these words, adjectives for others as well, but I hope you get the meaning. Next one.
Okay. Dankbar. Thankful.
Yes. Next one.
Ergeisisch.
Come on.
Uh,
Hey, guys, why do you make the same?
Ergeisisch. Yeah. Ergeisisch.
It's the same thing as
Yeah.
ambitioniert.
Sorry.
The same thing as ambitioniert. This one,
Okay. Okay.
almost same. Okay. The reason I'm telling you, like, whenever you learn an adjective, think what is the synonym, think what is the antonym, think a level higher, think a level, when I say higher, low, and lower. For example, if you want to say, ich bin happy, so you will say, I am happy, glücklich. If you want to say, I am happier, you will say, ich bin glücklicher. We'll
Okay.
discuss this. Okay, just focus right now. Whenever you learn an adjective, think synonym, think antonym. Continue, please. So, ehrlich.
Er- Ehrlich. No idea.
You know, Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. So, what do you think?
He's, he's lying or something like
Just
that.
the opposite.
Okay. He's truthful.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Okay.
truly, sometimes, for example, Elish. For example, you say, I was able to book a flight to India for 400 euros, and I'm like, Elish, really?
Okay.
Because 400 is too less, right? Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Elegant. The same word as English. Engaging.
yeah. Thank you very much. Let's see if, yeah, who wants to play? Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Okay. Sirisha, do you want to play? Okay. You can continue if you want.
Sure. Erfolgreich. I have no clue.
You know, if you work hard in your life, you may become
Rich. Successful.
successful. Yeah. Yeah. What is rich?
Sorry
What
for
is
the
rich?
other.
What is rich in German?
No idea.
This part only. Reich.
Reich.
Yeah. Yeah. Not Reich, Reich. Continue. Yeah.
Right. Erreichbar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But let's say if you call someone, either the person will pick up the phone or the person may not pick up the phone and you may get this message from the computer. What does the message say?
That they're busy. They'll call you later.
What
Not
else?
available.
Not available. So a rice bar is available.
Erreichbar.
Yeah.
Available.
Yeah. Next one.
Faish.
Not fahish, fahish.
Fahish.
Yeah.
Hungry.
No, no. What is hungry, first of all? Anyone knows hungry? You can unmute and just give the answer. Rishabh, hungry?
Hunger, hunger,
Hungrish.
hungerish.
Hungrish. Hunger is a noun. Hungrish is the adjective. So fahish, there is something, if you apply for a job, what are the, like, there is the, what are, if the you are on the line. So if you apply for a, let's say, you look at a job description, what are the parts of a job description?
About about the job,
And what
what
else?
you will do, qualifications,
Okay, and if you're in your skill, what will you have? Qualifications, like what else?
talent, skills.
Skills. So fähig is, like he's fähig. Fähig kind of like it just mean he's capable or he is skilled enough.
Mm,
So fähig.
okay.
Yeah. Continue.
English. Geduldig.
Yeah.
I don't know the meaning.
Sucks, like working hard is not alone going to promise you
Smart work.
smart work as well, but there is one more thing, like relevant. For example, they say WhatsApp found, or for example, I forgot the name, but Facebook, they say that, like this guy became rich, but it took him almost 8 years to reach 1 billion, active users.
Hardworking.
No, but it took 8 years. That means he should have, if you 8 years.
Too long.
No, get it?
Perseverance.
Sorry,
Perseverance.
perseverance, but like something simple. Even I can't think of the English word.
Patience.
Patient. Yeah, patient enough. Yeah, patience is a noun. So, but we are looking for adjectives. So patience. Yeah. Continue, please.
Gesund.
Yeah. I think some. Please mute yourself. There is background music. I don't know from where. Yeah. Continue reading.
It's actually from my place. Somebody's working in the apartment.
Okay, then I will have to choose someone else if you don't mind. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, Rishabh, you can continue.
Yeah, sure. Gesund. Gesund means I think healthy. Gross Dushish. Zusish.
Um,
Gross Dushish.
there is a mistake. Okay, sorry. Gross Ziu Gish. Ziu Gish. I think there is a mistake. Please check. There's a spelling mistake, I believe. Yeah, what does it mean?
Don't know.
You may have a fight with someone, but sometimes you can just hold grudge, but it's what should you do? Let's say if you have a fight, let's say I do something, Krisha, to hurt you, and you have to forgive me. To forgive me, you should be what? If you have to be and use an adjective, just tell me whatever you think. If you give wrong answer, we'll learn the adjective for that as well.
Um,
Whatever pops in your mind, don't think too much. Whatever pops in your mind, do something.
Big hearted. Like
Big-hearted. Yeah. Yeah. Next one.
Höflich. Höflich means polite, I guess.
Yes.
Then interessant means interesting. That's understood. Klug means smart. Competent means competent. Niedlich. Uh, Niedlich means I think something which is cute or adorable.
Yeah. Adorable. Yeah.
Leddish, you just told us, means single.
Yeah. So the sound, whenever you have alphabet gay at the end, in some place they will say gay, some they will say. So you can also say ledig, also say ladish.
Okay.
Just go with whatever they are saying in your city. Continue.
Verheiratet, married.
Yeah.
Okay. Ordentlich, orden, ordentlich, mm,
There is not orderly. You can think of orderly or in order. Yeah.
ordentlich. No, don't have. Okay. Orderly. Okay. Orderly. Organized. Organized
You should
means
try to, so Organisiert. You have to, like enunciate the words
Organ.
correctly. Organisiert. Don't say
Organization.
organisiert. This is good to practice, but actually it's like organisiert.
Organization.